Yo, what up guys? Samuel Lee here from the Soul Brothers, and today I just got the Li-Ning Wow 7, the weight of Wade 7. If you guys didn't know, this is Dwyane Wade's shoe. I like pronouncing his name as Dwyane because that's how you spell it, literally, Dwyane. But anyways, this is the Wow 7, the 7th iteration of his signature shoe by Li-Ning. Li-Ning is a Chinese company, and also shout out to Sunlight Station for sending these out. They're super dope. If you guys want anything from Li-Ning, any basketball shoes, any apparel or anything like that, go check them out. We'll leave a link in the description box below. The packaging was really nice. Inside the box, stamped socks, a wristband, and then a keychain. Plus, obviously, the shoes were included inside a very nice little shoe bag for each individual shoe. But anyways, let's get it started with the traction. Traction is a fully translucent outsole, which did worry me. I already played in these once, and traction was really good once I wiped. On dust, it wasn't the best. It picked it up quite a bit, and I had to wipe pretty frequently. But once I did wipe, I had a few really good stops. So dust, if you don't mind wiping, it should be okay, but I feel like it might break in a little bit, Hopefully it does break in so that it doesn't pick up as much dust. But dust was an issue. I'm speculating that on the clean court it'll be nice because, once I wiped, the traction did have a good bite. Outdoor use should be really good. The rubber seems to be very hard and the grooves are very deep and thick. So outdoor use should be fine. The only issue that I have with the traction so far is dust. Not horrible as in like I'm sliding out, but the outsole does pick up dust pretty quickly and I do slide just a little bit. And it does affect the performance, so hopefully, it does break in. There is my first impressions look at the outsole. It's really cool because it has the Way of Wade logo on the outsole, and it does have a little bit of articulation, so you have a little bit more bend in the outsole as well. So that's a nice little touch. Right underneath that, you do have a carbon fiber midfoot shank plate for torsional support. I mean, this type of material is extinct. Remember when Nike used to put carbon fiber in their premium models like the Kobe 9? Maybe even the Kobe 10, I think they had. Kobe 10 had it. The LeBron, did the LeBrons have it? I don't really remember, but on their premium shoes, they used to include carbon fiber. They don't anymore. I guess they're trying to save money, but Li-Ning killed it with the construction, with the craftsmanship, and with the materials that they use. It's really premium. Moving on to the cushion. So the cushion is a cloud midsole. So the entire midsole is this cloud cushioning system. I think that's an existing cushion setup that they already had, but in the forefoot. And also shout out to fastpass.cn. If you look at their dismantling, you can see in the forefoot that they have a forefoot cushioning pad. And that's what I think they're referring to when they say that it's their bounce cushion. So it's called Bounce Plus, and it's in the forefoot. I'm not sure if it's in the heel, I don't think so, but I know for sure that it's in the forefoot. And fastpass.cn said that it is a cushioning system from BASF, and BASF is the chemical company that makes the Boost cushioning system for Adidas. So the forefoot feels really nice. The overall cushioning is really soft, including the midsole. The midsole, there's a good amount of compression in the heel. But one thing that I want to get into is the insole. The insole is crazy. It is pretty thick, very plush, so it helps with step and comfort. It has a really big heel crash pad. I don't know if this is gonna bottom out because insoles usually bottom out over time. But as of right now in the heel, from the insole, it feels insane. Also, a nice little touch is that you can see all of the technologies that the Wow 7 uses on this strobo board, which is also a nice little touch. The strobo board is a stiff strobo board, so you can't really feel the cloud cushion and the Bounce Plus cushion as much. But hopefully, once I break it in a little bit more, it gets a little bit softer. But as of right now, the cushion feels real nice. It's a nice blend of the compression in the heel, impact protection seems to be nice, but also the court feel feels really good. And adding an insole like this makes the overall cushioning feel over the top, like really premium. So cushioning setup I'm really impressed with. So moving on to the materials. So you have two materials. Obviously the white part, there is a leather material. It's a shroud that goes over the toe area, and it's really thin. I don't really know what the point of this is, because it is pretty loose on the toe area, so it doesn't really feel like it helps with support or anything. Maybe it does a little bit here on the lateral side. I feel like it does more on, I guess, you know, adding durability to the toe if you do a lot of toe drags and stuff. The black part of the material is a multi-layered composite nylon mesh. So that's the exact words that the site uses, Sunlight Station uses for their tech spec. So kind of reminds me of the J Crossover 3, you know, the ballistic nylon. It feels basically like a knit, very pliable, soft, but it really doesn't stretch at all and seems really supportive. I also love the tongue. The tongue is very plush, and it's an oversized tongue, you know, like old school Kobe's used to have. And I just love the oversized tongues. It feels nice on foot. And also, if you look at the lining, there are added Achilles pillows, which feels nice for lockdown, and it feels nice on the Achilles as well. But it's like this quilted, like premium material, and it's red. It kind of reminds me of, like, you know, in sports cars, or, you know, really expensive cars. If you see the interior, you know, the seats, it's kind of like quilted, or I don't really know what the exact term is, you know, but that's what it kind of reminds me of. And just the premium touches and craftsmanship of the Wow 7 just it kind of surprised me, you know. So materials are nice. Support in lockdown seems like it's gonna be good. Lateral containment, you know, I feel locked down. You know, the midsole comes up, and also the Achilles pillows help with containment in the heel so that there's no heel slippage. Moving on the fit, it does run a little bit long, so go down half a size if you want like a pretty snug fit. Also width-wise, I would say it runs normal to a tad bit wide. So if you're a wide footer, you should be okay with this shoe if you go true to size. And also there is a little bit of toe space. I would have liked it to be a little bit tighter on my toe. It's not horrible to the point where it's like I have to add an insole, but there's just a tad bit of toe space that I noticed. So if you have a thick, wide foot, then you should be good. If you have a narrower foot, you should probably go down half a size. Moving on to weight. This shoe is 14.04 ounces, and yes, it is a little heavy on foot. I feel like the more technology and the more like stuff a company adds on the shoe, and to make it more premium, the heavier it is, you know. Like really cheap Nike shoes, you know, for like 80 bucks, 90 bucks are super duper light. But yeah, it does feel a little heavy. It feels a little bulky on foot, but I feel like the response is gonna be good because the cushion is pretty responsive, the materials are supportive, and if the traction holds up on dust, then I feel like it's gonna be a really responsive shoe. Moving on to aesthetics. Man, these look super dope. I really like this colorway as well. I love how the white and the black contrast each other. And if you wear black socks, it kind of looks like, you know, this part of the shoe is kind of connected to your foot or something. Tell us what you guys think of the aesthetics down in the comment section below. These are $165. A little expensive, a little pricey, but you know, the craftsmanship, the materials that they use, it definitely does feel premium, and I think the price is justified. But anyways, that's my first impressions. I am very impressed with the build of the shoe. Performance, I feel like it'll be nice, but performance review will be coming soon. And again, if you guys want a copy pair, we'll leave a link in the description box for Sunlight Station. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.